New car sales are soaring this year, and 2016 has been one of the most successful years for new registrations since the recession began back in 2008. Which is good news all round, both for the motor industry and the economy in general. But as Ireland's leading car sales website, we know that buying new is not always the right choice for everyone. And the uplift in new car sales this year has had another positive effect, which is an increase in the supply of good quality cars on the used market, where there's some seriously good deals to be had lately. Today we're at Pilsen Skoda in Ballymount to give you a look around one such example, which is this 2014 Skoda Superb. Now this is the previous generation, which ran from 2008 up until last year when they released the current one, which as we all know has been a huge success to date. But to be fair, it had a pretty good platform to begin with, and this model, like the current one, enjoys one of the most spacious cabins in the class. It could even be argued that it's a bit more practical, with a boot that opens both as a saloon and as a hatchback, with an enormous 565 litres of space available inside. As for backseat legroom then, well, it's been a while since I've been able to do this, and there really is limo-like levels of comfort back there. The interior is quite smart, there's a nice simple layout, the walnut trim on this one is a nice touch, and given that the car is 2 years old, it's in pretty good nick too. This model is a part of the Skoda approved used car range, which means that it will come fully serviced by Skoda with at least a year's warranty and 12 months roadside assistance. But it has to pass certain criteria first. For example, it can't be more than 5 years old, can't have more than 120,000 kilometres on the clock, and then has to pass a series of checks and tests by Skoda themselves, which should help take a little bit of the worry out of buying second hand. This is the Ambition model, which has always been the most popular trim level, and it comes very well spec'd, with a list of features still impressive a couple of years later. That list includes things like a touchscreen radio with full phone connectivity, parking sensors, cruise control, heated seats and automatic lights and wipers. There's plenty of practical storage areas around the cabin, with a few of those simply clever Skoda touches thrown in too. The engine lineup is not too different to what's on offer at the moment. This is the 1.6 litre TDI diesel, which is what a lot of this generation will be. That or the larger 2 litre model, and both suit its primary function as a comfortable motorway cruiser. And it certainly is comfortable. You get all of those big car benefits, the smooth ride, that great feeling of available power, and a really nice driving position. It never feels too bulky though, and the lighter steering at lower speeds, as well as those parking aids mentioned earlier, make it feel pretty easy to live with. The fuel economy for this 1.6 litre model is about 63 miles to the gallon, and it also benefits from a low motor tax rate of just €200 a year. Buying a used car is never a totally risk-free experience, but the likes of this approved used car scheme by Skoda can make it a slightly less scary proposition. It also makes it a bit more manageable financially, and cars under the scheme will qualify for some very preferable finance rates, some as low as 0%, meaning you don't have to buy brand new to get yourself a really low monthly repayment. You'll find more information on the Skoda approved used car scheme on their website or at your local Skoda showroom. You can find out where they are and browse a huge range of new and used Superbs from the largest selection of dealers in the country on CarsIreland.ie.